Shopify dropshipping experts are popping out of nowhere nowadays, but who are they really? And more importantly, where did they even come from? If you've been on YouTube lately or TikTok, you've probably seen that there's tons of people out there promising you fast results and passive income with Shopify dropshipping, but I'm here to tell you that there's a lot of fake gurus in this space. In this video, I decided to go undercover and contact a lot of these people to see what they're really selling you, if they're legit, and more importantly, do they even know anything about dropshipping? The answers I got in this video was absolutely ridiculous, and I will say this video is not to call someone out. There's many great dropshippers out there too who knows what they're doing, but if you're gonna go ahead and try to get a coach, you better be careful. So as you can see, we're on YouTube now, and if we search for dropshipping, tons of different names comes up of so many different content creators, and when you could do something as simple as just post a YouTube video, start getting followers, and sell something to your audience already from day one, then why wouldn't you do it? This is what the fake gurus have realized, that you could simply just use other people's content, other people's results, or just don't have any results at all and start selling it programmed. The thing that shocked me the most is when I went onto TikTok here and found tons of pages that's selling programs for Shopify dropshipping, but post content that's not even theirs. So this might not be the case for all of these guys, but I'm just gonna pull up some random examples. As you can see here, there is a store called Ecom Masters, and they are probably posting compilation content. And what the problem with this is that there could be a 14-year-old who runs this profile, or maybe there's an expert. Nobody knows, but it is essentially a theme page. But if we go to their link tree, let's see if they're actually selling something. Start making money online, and they actually have a course, seems like. Yeah, they're selling multiple products just of a theme page. That doesn't really show any results, and if it's a theme page, how can you really trust them? There's also tons of people starting personal brands, as you can see if we go back to TikTok here and start scrolling. Now, many of these guys could probably be super legit. I'm sure some of them have great results as well, but if you are out there looking for a coach, you better be careful with who you're choosing. So in a second, I'm going to show you some DMs of the coaches that I talked to, but there's one thing I need to tell you beforehand. People have reached out to me every single day pretty much, saying that they've been in contact with some coach that's given them a very bad experience, or basically fooled them into buying something that was absolutely not worth it. And I have to warn you, in this space, there are tons of fake gurus who are really selfish, and all they want at the end of the day is your money. And as lame as this sounds, it's pretty much on you. If you buy something from a random page or from a random person who shows screenshots of $20,000 in revenue or in a weird currency, then it's a little bit on you as well. Now, I understand nobody out there deserves to get scammed by a fake guru. It's absolutely not okay, but you must also remember to do your research. A follower of mine DM'd me and said he spent over $1,000 on a mentorship from some guy from his country, and he didn't do anything. For $1,000 in 5 weeks, what he did was to set up a store without the product. When he was promised a full 24/7 access to him over Telegram chat that they could talk all day, a fully built store, fully built Instagrams for it, all he got was just a store theme with nothing inside of it. These coaches exist. You must be careful. So what I did a little bit earlier is I contacted tons of coaches. So let's look at the answers from them and what they're actually selling us. So as you know, many of these guys have a place on Instagram where it says DM me start to get started, DM me ecom to get started. I basically did that, and this person says, hey, just saw your message. I'm guessing you're looking to get started in dropshipping. If so, then I'm here to help you. We run a paid program where we work with you one-on-one directly until you get your first sale and beyond. So I'm not going to read the whole message, but as you can see, very often they say it's a very limited offer, which is not. They're selling it to everyone, otherwise they wouldn't have it. And then they're going to ask some questions about you. Why should we pick you? Why should we work with you? Tell me a little bit more about yourself. So here one of the coaches sent a screenshot of a store doing $29,000 or $30,000 in revenue. But in dropshipping, very often when we first start, we don't profit that much the first couple of weeks. We typically invest money to kind of like break even, gather data, get things started. And once we hit, a couple of thousands of dollars, we might start profiting. So for a store like this, it could be that the profit margins are just $1,000. Nobody really knows. Now, here's the one that I think was the absolute worst. Check this out. I sent learn, and the person said, hey, what's up? Were you interested in dropshipping? Yes. But yeah, I can personally teach you, but I do have limited spots. Of course, there's always the limited spots. Is it cool if I ask you some questions, and then, just questions, how old are you, where are you from? All right, I can definitely help you. Right now, I'm doing a private mentorship through DMs, a DM mentorship. This already sounds very, very weird, but let's keep reading here, where I teach everything step by step. This includes everything from website building, organic advertising, product research, even down to your mindset. When it comes to the step-by-step course, my past winning products, unlimited contact with me in case you get stuck on anything, in a private Discord server with all my students. Now, in theory, this sounds like a very, very good program, but if this person has the time to do all of this for $200 and stacks up tons of students, I would assume that they're probably just selling a program. And I kind of have a feeling about that too, because I checked out this person's profile. The problem is just that many of these guys claim to be doing dropshipping and they don't really do it. There's many great coaches out there, and I don't think you necessarily have to do dropshipping to teach it. The problem is just when the gurus are giving you false hope. Now, the next message here is that it's a one-time payment, of course, of $200, and you'll keep another $50 for yourself and your store. $50 for yourself. It's like I were to coach and I say, give me $3,000 and keep $500 for ads. You're destined to fail. It's not going to work. Even with TikTok organic, this is not going to work. So for $200, you're going to have a mentor that supposedly makes six figures dropshipping, dropped out of college to make his six-figure dropshipping store and become successful at the age of 19. This guy is selling you a mentorship for $200. It sounds more like a cash cow business to me, where he just gets as many students as possible and shares generic advice. Now, the program might work, but I'm just saying that, is this the type of mentorship you want to go for? Or do you maybe want to pay a little bit extra and actually get a personal coach that actually works? If I were you, I wouldn't just float into random stuff like that. But it was the last one that I got here, which was a little bit shocking to me as well. So I said that I was looking for more of a one-on-one experience, and it says, sounds good. Well, pretty much I will be one-on-one mentoring you on how to run a successful store, guiding you through every single strategy that I personally use, which makes me $5K a day with no money spent on ads. So the likely scenario here is that the person made $5K a day once and kind of claims that they do it every day, which is something we see all the time. But it sounds like a very good program, and it probably is. The only problem here is that, as you can see, lifetime mentorship access. No millionaire out there, rich person, would ever give you lifetime access. And I know exactly what happens in these mentorships. The mentor eventually starts ghosting them. I've seen this happen over and over again. If someone ever offers you a lifetime mentorship, just run away, because there is no way a rich person is going to charge you, let's say, $3,000 or $5,000 and then keep protecting that money 12 months from now when they've already spent it. And they probably make a lot of money by selling you this program. So for them, $5,000 is not that much. And 6 months in, you're not going to jump on calls with them. But since I said that my budget was $3K, this person for some reason decided to give me 50% discount and sell it for half the price, $2,500, so I could keep $500 to myself. If I'm correct now, I'm going to give this guy $2,500 and have $500 left to build my dropshipping business. It doesn't sound logical. And why did he just charge $5,000 if it's going to split it in half for me? It just doesn't make sense to me. I think an honest coach would say that that budget is probably not going to work and that he does have a cheaper option. So when you're scrolling through YouTube, I want you to be a little bit aware. There's many great people out there and many people that's been in the game for a super long time that I know are absolutely legit. I've been in the industry for 6 to 7 years now, and many of the faces I see on YouTube are super great guys that's really in it to build testimonials for themselves, build a personal brand, and help you achieve success with your dropshipping store. But then there's the other side, and I must be honest, from my perspective, it kind of looks like it's 50% of them who are selling you a dream, giving you insane promises just to make money out of you. And the problem with these make money online guys who only sells a program is that in order to compete, they have to go with a stronger and more aggressive marketing approach over and over again. But if I were to do this business model, I would do it in a more humble way. If I didn't do dropshipping, I would just say I don't do dropshipping, but I have a background for it. The thing you have to understand is that 50% of these guys, probably more, are actually out there just to get your money, and you're not going to have a good experience. And you don't even know how many people reach out to me asking me if I can help them. And truthfully, if you have fell for any of these guys, that's obviously very, very sad, but there's nothing that we can really do about it. You can probably ask for a refund, or you're just going to have to take the L. At the end of the day, you must be able to recognize who is fake and who is not, which I understand can be a hard task, and try to go with the good ones. And one thing that I've seen is that good info products, courses, and consultants typically cost a lot of money. So if you're serious about starting your business, I do advise you to have a couple of thousands of dollars. I'm not going to say that you put $500 into my course, you need $200 for yourself. No, it doesn't work like that. So that's going to be it for today's video. I hope that you found it valuable and that you click a like on it and subscribe. And please remember that there's a lot of very good advice just on YouTube that can help you get started with your dropshipping business. So that's it for today's video, and I'll see you all in the next one.